Hey Virgo, welcome to your reading. This is a general reading. Take what resonates and leave what doesn't. If you'd like a personal reading, head to my website for more information. The link will be in the description box. Okay. This is, it's kind of like, at this point in time, you're really going deep into your own inner workings. It's like you're assessing all these different relationships. You've got Two of Swords, Queen of Swords, Seven of Swords, Ace of Wands, the Tower. And to clarify that, you've got door to romance, the World, rest and rejuvenation, appreciation, yin yang. Yeah. I drew some clarifier cards. I just wanted to point out those cards first. Here are the clarifiers. With peace and door to romance, you've got change. So this could mean... Sorry, let's circle around the moon if you want to see it. It's kind of like your mindset is changing, and it's almost like because of that you're now looking back to all these different connections in your life and kind of just looking at them, the ones that exist and the ones that don't exist anymore, and you're kind of just staring at them going, wow, some of these things weren't what I thought they were. I might need to take some actions on this. You've got Queen of Swords in the World, so this is telling me that you're reflecting on everything. It's like a full-on life review, life audit, but you're auditing your own inner workings and sorting everything out. You've got, for the clarifier for that, you've got inner child, black kitten. Yeah, I'm getting that maybe you're like going into this deep into your psyche, doing the shadow work from things in your childhood, noticing certain narratives and connections that have influenced the narratives that have shaped your entire world, your entire life, and you're really going deep and you're trying to change your life for the better by reassessing all these different connections. With rest and rejuvenation, you've got futility, auras, observe as well. The clarifier. Through this process of reflection, I'm getting that you are feeling more rested and rejuvenated lately, or aiming for that. And there's a sense of futility when it comes to the mind, thoughts, communication in your life. And I'm getting this is for these connections. It's kind of like no matter how much you reflect, it's just like, well, I keep coming to the same conclusion. I keep noticing the same things. And there's this like, you could be noticing the inner child, the wounded inner child of the people in your life. And you might go, oh, wow, I understand why they've made these poor decisions or good decisions. It's because of X, Y, and Z. And I think you're kind of like looking deeper, not just on the shallow surface of what's happening in front of you with the people in your life. It's kind of like, why do they do that? What brought them to making them want to do that? Because through your own self-reflection, you've realized how deep these things can run, and you're starting to see these things in people around you. And it's kind of like people who held positions of authority in your life. You're now starting to see that, wow, you might not be on my level. And this could be a boss, but I get that this is like intimate relationships, friendships, romance, family. And it's just this constant reassessing, because I feel like what you've noticed, because you've got Ace of Wands in appreciation with insight. Yeah. It's kind of like you're seeing people's true intentions. Through this rest and rejuvenation, this self-reflection, the inner child work you've been doing, the shadow work you've been doing, it's almost like you've noticed that in certain aspects, it's like in your life with these connections, it's like you go unappreciated, your desires go unappreciated, and you're starting to see your desires for what they are, and you're gaining insight into how to make them happen and why they haven't happened yet. Why doesn't life look exactly how you wanted it to look? and you look around and you start seeing like, oh, all these different players are really starting to like project their pain and suffering and just like manipulations in maybe not some conscious ways, but there's definitely been some heavy influence. With the Queen of Swords in the world within a child, it's just like, yeah, you're sorting through your stuff, you're doing the work. Some of you may feel like it's futile, like no matter how much work you do, you don't make progress, but I promise you, you are. If you just gotta stick with it. The Tower, Yin Yang, Trouble. So you've got to clarify. I'm getting that through this rest and rejuvenation, all this inner work, this shadow work, all of these good things that you're doing to improve your life, all the wisdom you've gained in recent years, if you were to put all of that into play, certain dynamics and situations, maybe relationships, will come crumbling, and you can kind of see that. It's not that you should put them on blast or just go, gun-ho at it, but definitely start taking steps to alleviate the stress of whatever this is. It's kind of like, if I were to, this is the vibe I'm getting, it's like, if I were to stand in my true power and act on what I know is true, certain relationships and situations would absolutely implode. Just implode. Or explode, depending on your situation. But these are necessary things, and it's hard to do, but spirit sometimes needs to trim the fat. And it doesn't mean that the people or the situations in your life, you're not judging them. It's not about judgment. It's about doing what's right for you. Sorry, I'm just trying to... Appreciation, insight, as ones. Yeah, and you might find that like new efforts, new directions that you want to go in, things you want to put your energy towards that are new in your life, you'll find them to be very enriching and bring balance into your life. But because of that, it could stir up some trouble in the things that need to fall away. It's kind of like doing something good for yourself, and then people in your life who you thought had your back turn around and go, oh no, that's not for you. I don't know like why you would want to do that, or what made you think you could do that. Like, that is not for you. It's kind of the energy I'm getting from this. Once you stand in your power, and if depending on where you are on this like healing timeline, if you've done the work or you're doing the work, and you're putting that energy towards things that bring you passion, bring you joy and excitement and prosperity and all that, and connections, community, all that, this will bring balance to your life. But when there's balance, if you balance something, you'll see where something causes imbalance, because it won't feel right. It'll knock it off course, and you'll be like, hang on, whoa. These things are supposed to crumble, and they could be rebuilt in a better and healthy way. So it might not be that if they crumble, they'll never be in your life, or the situation will never happen, or it'll work out like crap. It's kind of like teething pain, growing pains. You stepping into your power will highlight the people who haven't. You coming to life might highlight certain controlling, manipulative people in your life. You'll highlight their poor behavior and how they've been showing up in your life, and they might not like what you've got to do about that, but you know what you've got to do about that. Trust spirit, trust your intuition, maybe set healthy boundaries, cut them out completely, or just lay it bare and just be like, this is what I'm doing, and it brings me joy. And if you don't like it, either get out of the way or get run over. It's kind of the energy. And yeah, you've just got to stick to it. Stick to what you know is true. Keep yourself balanced and grounded. Because the sense of peace that you're trying to obtain can be obtained. It can't be obtained when your insights, your passions, and your direction isn't being appreciated. And it can be appreciated if you continue to rest and rejuvenate, continue to observe people and the energies around you in certain situations, etc. And again, any trouble that comes from that, from you drawing a line in the sand, or saying, this is me, this is what I'm doing, just period. That's what I'm doing, this is who I am, this is what I want. The toxic people will be highlighted. the people that try to cause you imbalance will be highlighted, and you'll see it. And then it's up to you to handle those situations however you choose, but I would recommend healthy boundaries, at least while you're getting your stuff going, whatever these passions are, these new directions that you want to go in. Alright, Virgo, well, I'm going to leave it there. I hope this was helpful. If you want a personal reading, book in through my website, or just get in touch. And yeah, I'll see you guys in the next one. Thanks for watching. Blessed be.